In this video, I'm gonna give you 5 things that I did to become the fittest that I have ever been in a relatively short amount of time, about a 12 to 16 week amount of time, which might seem like a long time in the grand scheme of a year. It's not long. So what happened, I've talked about this on other videos. I had a high rocks race, I did a pro solo race and everything, and I had to become the fittest that I've ever become because I did not want to get exposed in that race. I wanted to come in, I wanted to feel strong. I'm gonna go across that finish line feeling strong, confident. Now, these things that I did going into this race is something that you can take away now today that can help you become the fittest that you've ever been. Hold up, before you go on in this video, I would appreciate if you would subscribe so I could keep seeing you twice a week and I keep putting out these videos. Now back to the video. Now, number one, what I did was I put a race on my schedule or a competition on my schedule, or put something where I had to have skin in the game on my schedule. All too often we say, hey, we want to become the fittest. We want to lose this amount of weight. We want to lift this amount of whatever. We want to have this level of functional movement, but we actually have nothing that's holding us to it. So what happens is if somebody asks us this in 3 months, we say, oh yeah, we still have that goal. Well, it's been 3 months that went by. What'd you do? Nah, I'll get there. So what you need to do is you want to put something on the calendar where you have some skin in the game. When you pay for a race, you pay for a competition, you invite your friends and family out to that thing. You're like, hey, I'm going to be there whether I'm in shape or not. So putting something on the calendar, getting some skin in the game, and mind you, you don't have to be perfect. I always say this, like putting a race, like most people aren't pro athletes. I'm not a pro athlete. I'm not never going to be a pro athlete, right? And I know that, but I want to do hard things that I have to put something on my calendar where I have skin in the game, because what that does is that's going to force me to be fitter, to be better, to show up in the best shape of my life, because I don't want to get exposed. And a lot of those races and stuff, it's just data collection. It's like, okay, I did this. This was great. I want to improve this the next time I do something, right? So get some skin in the game. Number two, I created a training plan and I stuck to it. So a lot of people have training plans. Like I was a trainer and I still do train people. People have training plans for years and years and years. But the problem is that they never stick to it. So I would say this, all training plans work, but when people don't work, no training plans work. So when you have a training plan, you stick to it. I created myself a 16 weeks training program and I stuck to it to a T. And I showed up to every workout. The only time I didn't show up to a workout was if we had some travel day where we flew to San Diego and I was like, okay, I had 2 a day. I'm like, but I woke up early, got my first workout, but I couldn't get our second workout because we were traveling, right? But I stuck to a plan. If you stick to a plan and you don't BS yourself, I promise you that is going to help, because you can't ever say training plan didn't work. It's like, well, did you do everything? So let me backtrack, because this is kind of funny. I had a coworker when I worked in San Diego. He sat right by me. He found out that I was a trainer and he was like, hey man, do you have any like PDF training programs? Cool. Yeah, I did. I sent it to him. So he had a home gym and he would come into work and he'd still kind of be sweaty. And he's like, man, I got to go back and I got to finish the rest of my workout today. And I was like, you had a lift today. Like you didn't even have cardio. Like, what do you, like you lifted and then you're going to lift. He goes, and I was like, you're going to do the second half of the lift when you get home? He's like, yeah. He goes, I have to do everything that's on the paper. And he would always point to the training program because he had it printed out. I have to do everything that's on the paper. And I was like, oh, I love that, because whatever's on the paper, you do. That's going to help you become the fittest, because that is there to help you become the fittest that you ever wanted to be in whatever facet that you're trying to be, whether that's running, whether that's lifting, whether it's functional training, whatever it is. Just do what's on the paper, do what's on your program. Number three, I developed my mentality for fitness. Now, working out and doing all this training for High Rocks was very tough physically, but it was also tough mentally, because I had to do a lot of stuff that I didn't want to do. Doing 2 days of speed repeat days and threshold training, that's very, very tough. But over time, it got easier, because I was like, this is just what we're doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so Tuesdays and Thursdays, early on, be very anxiety ridden, because I was like, oh, I got to do this hard thing and this is going to be tough. Then later in prep, I was like, oh, it's just another day. I've done this before, and I had enough days logged where I was doing those hard things that it just became easier, and it just became another Tuesday and Thursday. So what you want to do is, as you're working your training plan, the tough days, the things that you don't want to do, don't shy away from those. Continue to do those, because that's going to develop your mentality to just automatically do the things that you don't like. And then it's just going to make things easier, because you're like, I did it. That wasn't a big deal. And then other hard things in life, they're just not going to be a big deal. I talk about that in other videos. Like, I'm telling you, this goes beyond just fitness. Number four, I dialed in my nutrition. Your input is going to determine your output all the time. If you eat like crap, you're going to perform like crap. If you eat like crap, you're going to look like crap, right? You want to make sure that you're putting in good fuel and food so that you can perform better, so that you can look better, so that you can do better. And that helps, and that parlays into your fitness. And it's such an easy thing to do when you just buy the right things. if you don't buy the right things and if you have junk in your fridge and in your freezer, it's so easy to eat wrong, to have bad habits because it's so easily accessible. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be things outside of fitness. If there's things that you know that you're just like, oh, I like going out and having drinks, or I like having drinks for, with my meals and so on and so forth. If you have that stuff in the house and it's easily accessible, you're going to consistently do it. And it's going to get in the way of what you really want to do. So just get it out of your house. That helped us so much. We didn't buy junk. We didn't buy snacks. We didn't buy chips that we usually do. And when that was out of the house, over time, I didn't even think about it. And I was so excited because I saw my performance improve. I saw my body composition improve. And I was like, I want to do more of the right things so I can get more out of my body. I want to put more of the right input so I can have more of the right output. And number 5, I stopped giving myself excuses masked as reasons. This is what I see a lot when it comes to fitness. People will give themselves what they say is a reason as to why they're doing it, not doing something, but it's an excuse. And they mask it as a reason because it is a viable reason, but it's not big enough to stop them from doing what they say that they want to do. So if there's something that's a reason, a legitimate reason for you not getting in the best shape that you want to do, that's fine. There's always legitimate reasons. But if deep down you know that it's just an excuse, if you know that there's a workaround but you're not doing it, label it as an excuse and then get past it and do the hard thing. Because over time, it's going to be very easy to look at yourself and say, this is an excuse, this is a reason. Right? And the more that you can call yourself out, the better you're going to be from a fitness level, from in so many other aspects of life, right? But excuses and reasons are two different things. Excuses, you have a workaround, you can do something else, but you're not doing it. Reasons are legitimate reasons where it's no matter what, there's no workaround. This is a reason for why I can't do this thing. That's different. That's respected. Excuses, we just don't respect excuses. For me, what I realized was early on, before I really dove deep in my training program, I give myself an excuse for, why I don't want to do the speed repeat day. Oh, well, I didn't sleep too well and blah, blah, blah. It's okay, well, just do it a little later in the day. You have some time, right? I would give myself excuses and then not do it. And over time, when I looked at my training plan, I was like, hey, we can't excuse this anymore. We have to dial in because goes back to number 1. We put a date on the calendar. We have skin in the game. We have a training plan. We need to develop our mentality, and we've already dialed in our nutrition, so we don't have an excuse anymore, right? It's just an excuse. So I hope this helped. These are 5 things that I did to become the fittest that I've ever done that I know that you can do too. Number 1, put something on the calendar, skin in the game. Number 2, create a training plan, get a training plan, stick to a training plan. Training plans work if you work the plan. Number 3, develop your mentality by doing the hard things. The hard things will become easier. Number 4, dial in your nutrition. Don't buy junk. Don't get junk in your house. And number 5, stop making excuses that are just masked as reasons. They're excuses. Let them be excuses and throw them away and go out and do. So I hope that this video helped. If it did, like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you all in the next video. Peace.